As a web designer trying to start your own business, it can be super challenging, mainly because you are getting one fundamental thing wrong. Now, going back to when I got started as a freelance web designer, I naively assumed that because I could build websites, people would just want to buy them from me and I'd be able to build them websites that I thought looked cool. But that is just not the case, and then maybe you're struggling with this right now. Now you see, businesses, they actually don't want a website that looks good, although they kind of do. Ultimately, they want a website that's going to fix some real deep fundamental problems within the business, problems that they are struggling with internally and perhaps are even keeping them up at night. Now that might sound a little bit weird right now, but if you don't understand that, you are always going to fail. So what do you do? Well, first of all, when you are speaking with a potential customer, your main goal at this point shouldn't be to try and just sell them a website. Your main goal should be trying to figure out what their problem is. Okay, figure out what is the reason that they have started or engaged in conversation with you. Why are they on that call? Because I guarantee you, they feel like that they have a problem that they desperately want solving, and they're hoping that you as a web designer are able to help them solve whatever problem that is. Now, the way that you do this is by what is called a discovery session. Okay, so it's a session designed to allow you as the web designer, the consultant, the professional, to discover where this business is at and what challenges they are facing. A business that is having a conversation with you will know that they have a problem. They will just not know what that problem is. Or maybe they've identified that they have problems with their website, but they just don't understand why it's a problem. All right, so to give you a kind of real world analogy here, if you have a problem with your car, maybe, I don't know, your car doesn't start. Okay, there could be a ton of reasons why your car doesn't start and you just don't know why. Okay, you could maybe fill it up with fuel, or you could check the oil, you could check the water, you could maybe even try and start it. Okay, you have no idea why this is a problem. So what you do is you take your car to a garage or a mechanic to help diagnose what that problem is. Okay, that is exactly what you need to do. You need to be the mechanic in this scenario. Okay, there wouldn't be a one-stop shop solution that would fit this scenario, and the same goes for your scenario as a web designer. Okay, people that are offering cookie cutter packages for people or businesses that have problems tend to not be figuring out or understanding what that business problem is. Nothing gets solved. The business just ends up with a website that looks pretty, but nothing is actually improved for them, and that's what we're trying to avoid. You as a web designer, as a consultant, you need to become a problem solver, and your goal within business is to be fixing the problems of people that are coming and having conversations with you. Okay, and the way that you fix the problems is with a website. Okay, as a web designer, your website is your tool, and you can manipulate this website in any way that you want to fix whatever problem a business is having. So, for example, common business problems that might exist is a business maybe isn't generating enough online inquiries or leads or sales. Maybe people can't find them on Google, so they're not generating traffic. Perhaps they don't appear competitive against their competitors, or people that land up on their website have no idea what they do and decide to leave. Okay, there are tons of problems that exist within business. Now, as a web designer who is hoping to build a website as a solution to a business, you need to be aware of understanding whether a business has a website problem or whether they have a traffic problem. Okay, so if, for example, they have people visiting their website and they're still not generating sales or inquiries, and I'm talking like a healthy number of visitors here, then that's definitely a website problem. But if they are not generating sales or inquiries, but do not have people visiting the site, then they have a traffic problem. And if they have a traffic problem, you could build them the most expensive, extravagant, funky looking website possible known to man, and nothing is going to be fixed for them there because they have a traffic problem. So you would either have to decide that fixing their traffic problem is something that you can do in parallel to their website or instead of their website. So you would need to decide whether you want to offer traffic solutions, so whether that was SEO or paid ads to generate traffic to a website, or whether you would tell them something like, now is not the right time to be building their website, so you recommend that they fix their traffic problem first and then come back to discuss the website problem. Okay, so this is how you're going to be successful as a web designer, and that is not focusing on building websites where the underlying foundations is built upon the aesthetics and the visual elements of the website. Instead, you want to be focusing on websites as a tool that can fix businesses' problems. Okay, and the way that you do achieve this is via what we call a discovery session. Okay, so you're discovering what these problems are, and you want to dig really deep here. You want to really understand what problems a business is having and why they feel like it's a problem and why they want it fixed. Why is it important to them to have it fixed? Okay. By understanding all of this, you can then figure out how a website is going to fix these problems, and you can share with them how these problems can be solved by way of a website. So if, for example, they're not generating leads or inquiries, you might want to look at what that user journey looks like, how easy it is for people to purchase, is there strong enough call to actions, is there opportunities to allow people to submit online inquiries. Understand that figuring out things like that and improving things like that is going to help you fix those problems. Okay, having this discovery session and understanding what the problems are and being super clear on how you can fix these problems is going to really allow you to set goals for the website as well. You're able to produce a list of KPIs that the website is designed and being built to achieve. Okay, and then you can discover whether that website has been successful or not. Okay, so looking at things this way and being a problem solver and delivering a solution to fix a problem, it will allow you to produce things that work. It'll allow you to produce websites that actually do deliver results rather than just look good. Because if you're focusing on purely aesthetics, you're never going to be able to know whether that website was successful, because design and visuals is incredibly subjective. Not only are you going to be able to position yourself as an expert and be way more valuable, you're going to be able to close a lot more sales because you are valuable compared to the, say, freelancer that I was a few years ago trying to sell websites that are based on things that look pretty. But you're also going to be able to charge a lot more money as well. So by positioning yourself as a problem solver rather than just the average web designer, that's how you're going to make much better money within your web design business. So if you're maybe wondering, well, how do I even know if I can fix these problems? Well, I'd say to that, you won't know until you try. You will need to do some research to understand how websites can fix common problems, understand what common problems exist within business, do a Google search, have some conversations with potential clients, and then conjure up a list of ways that a website can fix these problems. And by doing this, you're going to really understand how a website can fix problems, but it's also going to allow you to sell a lot easier. So there you go. Like, this piece of advice really helped me transform my business from trying to sell websites for low ticket prices that just looked good, nobody saw the value in it, to being able to sell websites at a much higher price point and being able to sell a lot easier as well. By understanding this alone, by becoming a problem solver within my business, I honestly transformed it. And hopefully by you now understanding the importance of problem solving within your business, you're going to be able to transform yours as well. So if you want to understand more about how we achieve this and how we're able to find clients, sell to clients, and increase prices, there is a link down below to a training course which will allow you to be able to understand this in a lot more detail. There's also an end screen coming up with more valuable content that you can go and check out as well. If you have found this valuable, please do give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe. Again, I would appreciate that. So that's it now, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.